Hey everybody, welcome back. So, we are done with the castle. If you have an earlier save where you have Ashley with you, I would recommend using it to go back to get anything that you've missed in the castle in terms of like treasure. I've missed maybe like two or three treasures in the castle. Either that or I'm just missing one. I did not look. Um, but because I'm this far in, I cannot take the elevator to go back up to where we fought Salazar. And also, I can't take the elevator that's in the clock tower down. It won't allow us to go down. So, yeah, if you missed anything, use those earlier saves to try to get it, but then you would have to play through all of the castle part again. Yeah, the housekeeper's memo lets you know that Sadler is not making Salazar do cruel things and be cruel and insane. He was already cruel as a child, and the Plagas and the cult just enhanced that cruelness to a point where he's the way that he was. Who knows why? Sometimes you just don't know why. Like, somebody is that way. It could be because, since he obviously has dwarfism, it could be because he has dwarfism that they were like, he felt inferior because of it, which there's nothing wrong with that, but given when he grew up, in like probably the early 1800s or the late 1800s, that was still not a good thing
Perfect. Won't have
to
to swim
have any
after all.
form of like physical deformities. So he probably felt inferior, and given that he literally killed his housekeeper with acid because of it, is, yeah, he was always cruel.
Ah, damn it.
Looking for something? You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. Try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You? Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
So here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life. Ashley. There you are.
I really like that they're expanding upon the relationships. Like with Ashley, I said earlier that Ashley was like a difficult level in and of
Those are
herself.
spotlights.
Some
What's your
parts
point?
of this playthrough you could see where it was rough, but other parts she's, kept out of the way. She didn't get hurt too much. I didn't have to pick her up too much. And she helps out, she'll go and she'll get like treasure and stuff like that when you boost her through. And there's more sequences of her helping instead of being a damsel in distress. And then with Ada, just from like the dialogues and everything that we get with Ada, we didn't really have that many dialogues with Ada in like the original, but they're really expanding upon just the wealth of history that we have between Leon and Ada from the remake of 2 to the remake of this one, where it's showing that, she cares in some way or fashion about Leon, and even though she says to other people that he's just a means to end, she's quite obvious really cares about him enough that she basically tells him, like, you know, to that even though he thinks that he's changed, that he's a different person, he's still the same Leon. He's still the same person who's a good person, and that he should continue to be a good person despite everything that's going on. So yeah, I like that they're expanding upon that with those.
have some new good. Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave. A deal well struck. There's some things money can't buy. Good luck to you, stranger. Easy work. You'll get some bang for your buck. Bigger is better, as they say. At least I thought so when I was a lad. Come back anytime.
I like that we're getting more information from this epitaph a little bit about Sadler. It kind of makes you wonder if the Sadler that we saw was this Hester Sadler or was it a different one. But he talks here about being exiled. The reason why they were exiled is unclear, but it might tie in with something one of the earlier notes had said about how the Salazar family had essentially hidden and buried the secret of the Plagas from the greater public and has been essentially protecting it for decades until Ramon gave it to the cult. And they've been using that to and gave it to the cult, and they've been using that to slowly take over like this town and the surrounding area of the town and this island. So yeah, I think that that's pretty cool that they're doing that, and that all these notes are essentially tying back into each other. So if you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense, and then it ties back into another note that you found, you're like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Oh, okay, I see how these basically like thread together the more notes that you pick up. It's less of like just random notes and things that you find around everywhere. These notes actually tell stories.
All right. present for you. You're serious? Shit.
¡Trágate esto!
I've been thinking about it, but doesn't the factory kind of look like the Shinra factory from Final Fantasy VII a little bit? Like, that opening for Final Fantasy VII is very iconic with, like, the sweeping through the city, like, over the city, and we see, like, the giant factory in the center mining for Mithra and all that. Like, the factory that's on this island from a distance with like the binoculars that we had look a lot like that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's got teeth. Here you go.
Te atraparemos. Sé que estás ahí. De aquí no sale. Te atraparemos. Sé que estás ahí. Te voy a matar. Sigo patrullando. Vas a probar tu propia medicina. Vas a probar tu propia medicina. Queremos ver sangre. Sigo patrullando.
A rocket launcher?
¡Ha cubierto!
I don't know why he's so surprised about the rocket launcher.
This isn't good.
You can buy them at the merchant for like 80,000 pesetas. And we did. We have one in our inventory.
Out of the way. This where they're keeping Ashley?
It kind of feels like each area that we're going through is slightly larger than the next. Like, the village was large, but then the castle was larger, and now this area, we're basically exploring this entire island. Like, we were only exploring sections in the beginning, but now we're exploring, like, an entire island that has its own factory and all kinds of stuff here. And like I said, you know, before, with the epitaph and stuff like that, like, it's clear that they've been here for years. And so I guess it would make sense that this island would be larger than the village because they were utilizing as much as they can of the island in order to grow and survive.
¡Cubierto! descubierto! ¿Qué vas, gilipollas?
One down. Shit.
¡Le he encontrado!
Damn. I knew it.
I swear I'm not going crazy. There is the ticking of a puppet, little marionette toy somewhere around here. It kind of reminds me of when my sister was playing through Kingdom Hearts 3. She is like, I swear to God, there is a lucky emblem somewhere here. I know that it's here. I know that once I get into the location of it, that Goofy or Donald is going to say so. And I'm like, how do you know? She's like, I just know. I just know. So, sure enough, shortly as she's like, I think she was on Pirates of the Caribbean world, as she's like driving her, steering her ship through like the ocean, Goofy's like, there's a lucky emblem nearby, and there's nothing but water. Nothing but water. And she's like, is it under the water? Is it a sky? Which is it? So yeah, I feel her pain with going crazy looking for lucky emblems while I hear the click of like the mechanical doll, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Doesn't look like I can get in through here. Need to find another way.
I wish there was a way for you to be able to reset tripwires so that the enemies that are here would just run through it, you know? Like, there was a tripwire right outside the door. I disabled it so I can walk through, but, you know, I can't reset it. And I wish that I could because that would be extremely helpful, especially when there's like a larger groups of enemies trying to attack me. I know that we can use the attach mines as trip mines, basically. Like, if the enemy comes close to it, it'll explode. But at the same time, the duration of them isn't very good. They're not going to last for a very long, and I can't leave them around everywhere because eventually they'll explode, I think, after like 30 seconds. I do wish that they lasted for a little bit longer, though.
Ashley! Ashley! Come on, Ashley, wake up! Shit!
Hang in there. Need a key card.
since we're getting to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us. And I'm really enjoying this game. We're almost done, probably within the next week or so. This should finish, and then I'll be moving on to a next game. I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing Dead Island. I thought the first one was okay. I did think the first one was okay, nothing to write home about, but it is a game that excels when you are playing with friends and all of you are doing something dumb, basically. I think Jackie described some stories about it on our podcast, where she's playing with her friend Joanna, and they're just like doing something ridiculous. And it's kind of like when I would play with them when we were playing Red Dead Redemption online. I miss playing Red Dead Redemption online, but at the same time, the online portion is like it can be a little bit tedious at times. But with that being said, I'll let you guys know when I will be starting something new. I probably will just make an announcement, general announcement, when we get towards the end of this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, with that being said, again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
You're serious. Body armor's not looking great.